Hi, I'm Dr. Jay Bergerhouse with our Align to Thrive series here in Folsom, California, where we help people to thrive in life and realize their true potential. Today, I'm going to be covering how to make an awesome green drink, so stay tuned. Alright, so the first thing I add in Dr. J's amazing green drink is a banana. Banana is a great source of vitamin C. It's also a great source of soluble fiber, which is going to help move stuff through your body. And it's one of the most abundant sources of potassium. That is a goofo. Add that in there. I like to put a whole banana. Now, if you have any blood sugar problems, like problems with if you're a type 2 diabetic or you have low blood sugar problems, banana isn't going to be your best bet because that will spike your blood sugar levels up and then you're going to have the crash. But it's a great source for athletes and anybody who works out on a regular basis. So the next thing I add into my super green drink here is going to be frozen mixed berries. I love using frozen berries because the rule of thumb is the colder your green drink is, the better it's going to taste. Now I pick up this bag of Wyman's frozen berries from Sprouts. It's about $11 bag here. And the reason I like using mixed berries is it's an abundant source of antioxidants, which are going to help with cellular repair, prevent cellular damage, and ultimately decrease the aging process. This contains a ton of blueberries. Blueberries are the highest total source of antioxidants among the berry group. So, we're going to want to add about a cup of berries in there. Perfect. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to add is spinach. I love spinach. Spinach is got a lot of green in it, which means it contains a ton of nutrients. Spinach contains vitamin C, vitamin A, and a ton of iron. So make sure you get your spinach like Popeye, baby. So we're going to add about a handful of spinach into our green drink. Just plop it on in there. As you notice, I don't use measuring tools, so I'm pretty much guessing as to the amount that I'm putting in there. But we could say relatively it's about 1 cup of spinach, maybe 2 cups at the most. The more greens, the better in my opinion. You're probably lacking in nutrients and you need lots of vitamins and minerals in your body. Okay, so the next thing we're going to add in this super green drink is kale. All right, really dark in color, which means what? Contains abundant amount of nutrients. Kale is an incredible detoxifier. It helps to safely remove toxins from the body. So instead of buying your spouse or your significant other flowers, why not get them a bushel of kale? Smells great too. Great source of fiber, and we're going to want to add a good handful of kale into our green drink. And that's how I put it in, right there. A lot of you are probably thinking, I do not like kale. But trust me, in a green drink, if you blend it up well enough, you don't even know it's in there. And it's a great source of fiber. So, make sure you add your kale in there. Okay, so the next thing I add is some raw almond butter. Raw almond butter is a rich source of monounsaturated fatty acids, which is great for your cells. It helps to decrease your total cholesterol, which is going to reduce your risk of heart disease and stroke. So what I do is I add in a big heaping tablespoon, not teaspoon, tablespoon of raw almond butter. In fact, I'm gonna just dump it on in there. You want to get a good amount of fat in there because the fat is going to help you to absorb all those fat-soluble vitamins that you're getting from the greens. So next thing I like to add in my super green drink is a big heaping scoop of protein. Now I'm using an Isogenics brand of vegan protein for my green drink. You can use whatever brand you want. There are some better brands out there, particularly like Vega. I used to like Garden of Life, and then they were bought up by Nestle, so not recommending them. But Isogenics is a very good brand, so big heaping scoop in there. And I like to add 2 scoops because that's going to be about 20 grams of protein for me. Awesome blossom. Next thing I'm going to add is some almond milk. Particularly what you want to make sure it says is unsweetened. The other almond milks are going to have about 6 grams of sugar per cup, which is a lot of sugar. I mean, it tastes sweet. You might like that, but if you have blood sugar problems, I wouldn't recommend it. So I go with unsweetened, and I'm going to dump in about 6 to 8 ounces maybe. So just like that. Okay? And then on top of that, I'm going to add in about 6 ounces of alkalized water, highly filtered alkalized water. Okay, so now for the fun part. This is where we get to blend it. Throw the lid on that bad boy and crank it up. It's all done and blended up. We blend it for, I usually blend mine for a good 2 to 3 minutes. Okay. There we go. Cheers. So here's the thing with green drinks. You gotta be careful because the side effects of green drinks are great health, abundant energy, and then sometimes you get powered up. All right, so if you have any questions, feel free to email us at thrivespinecenter@gmail.com. And if you'd like a copy of the recipe along with directions on how to make the green drink, you can shoot us an email and we'll send you a PDF copy, or you can PM us on Facebook at Thrive Spine Center. And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Thrive Spine Center. Have a fantastic day and stay tuned for our next video. Okay.